Inside of today's video, I'm going to give you guys at least 10 brawlers where you can easily push a free rank 30. And of course, if you're good enough or if you've got a coordinated team, easily rank 35 as well. So I could literally get rank 30s with my elbows with these types of strategies. So if I can do it, you guys definitely can as well. So before we get into it, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, getting close to 400k. And without further ado, let's jump into it. So the first brawler I think is by far the easiest. It's got to be Colt with the Chum power-up. So by now, most people, especially with the changes, should have quite a few power-ups, and they should definitely have the Chum power-up by now. If not, you're definitely very unlucky. But if you even got him to the first power level 1 Chum, this is just completely broken. There's a couple of brawlers that are really good with Chum, but Colt in particular, because you could just spam the speed loader gadget and you literally have aimbot. You don't even have to aim, you can just auto aim, and it's a freeze rank 30 ever. You don't even need a team. I'll play with randoms on multiple accounts and I'm just getting free rank 30s so easily. It's just broken. So well, there's always going to be 4 game modes that you can go with these SpongeBob modifiers. Trio Showdown, Jellyfishing, where Colt's going to be pretty good on, but normally it's actually the ladder ones, the trophy events like Gem Grab, for example, where Colt will really excel in. So yeah, freest rank 30 ever. Just abuse it as much as possible. So next on the free rank 30 list, we have Shelly in Showdown. You guys probably know this better than me because I do not play Showdown whatsoever, but just Shelly's always been a good Showdown brawler. So whether you want to spin, whether you don't want to spin, most people will spin. I would say 99% of people do end up teaming. Shelly's just really good because she can counter a lot of the nonsense. She's got a really good gadget with clay pigeons that can confirm kills easily. You've also got Band-Aid, which can help you stay alive. And Shelly's just a perfect Showdown brawler. There's multiple maps where Shelly can really excel in as well, and she's just really good in 1v1. So why wouldn't you want to push Shelly? Again, I think it's an easy rank 30. So jumping into the next strategy where you can get an easy rank 30 with, it has to be in Heist. And most brawlers, you know, there's a couple that I'm not going to include here, like Colt and Colette, that are going to be pretty good with hypercharges, but you can literally just play Chuck and Melody in every single Heist map pretty much, and you're going to have a really good success rate with them. Again, these are brawlers which I can just go in with randoms and I'll just win pretty much every single game. So with Chuck, the more open the map is, probably the better. So for example, like Safe Zone, Kaboom Canyon, you're gonna have more of a success rate with him. You just literally need to get a post onto the safe and at least get like 3 posts leading up to that high safe, and you just keep going back and forth. And as long as your teammates hopefully have 1 brain cell, they can just defend whilst you can just keep going and attacking, and you're just going to win the game easily. The same with Melody, just all out attack. I like Melody more than Chuck because you can just get a lot more pressure a lot quicker. You can get kills, you can just get a lot more damage as well, but you just need to get on the high safe once and you can deal like 50% damage, which is insane. So both of these are just free rank 30s. So the next synergy you can easily get a rank 30 with is going to be Daryl and Kit. So I think last time I had a Kit cheese strategy with Draco, Byron, etc. And Kit's just really good with tanks in general, and this was secretly a good strategy before the Daryl rework. Now it's just completely broken, especially now since the best counters in Charlie and Cordelis aren't actually that good of shutdowns anymore. It just makes his composition even more broken. The way to counter it is like RT, and maybe Byron can be a decent counter with melees, but other than that, it's really hard to stop this synergy. 2 rolls with the damage reduction shield going on with the star power and drawing your roll as well. It just makes Daryl unkillable, and with the cheeseburger gadget as well, what can you even do into this? It's like both of them as well are perfect because you just sit in spawn for the first 20-30 seconds, and then after that you win pretty much guaranteed. So yeah, broken strategy, easy rank 30. Okay, so now moving into the easiest way to push with this update, it has to be in Trio Showdown. So even if you're 3 versus 3 main, you need to abuse this as much as possible. So the reason why people are pushing on this game mode is because even if you get top 3, you keep your win streak, which is just essential. You think most of the time, well, in Showdown, I think it's top 4, right? I mean, I don't really play it too much, but you get what I mean. There's normally like a higher threshold, but now you just have got to finish in the top 75% of the lobby to keep your win streak, which is insane. It's essential to keep grinding those trophies, farming them. I got the freest rank 35 easily last week with Daryl, and I just ran at teams with Krabby Patties. So again, you got to make sure that you've got one of 3 modify power-ups in my opinion. The first one has to be Krabby Patty. That's my favorite one, although you might start losing out, especially if teams are doing the cheesy support strategy where you can just get infinite supers with the Kelp Shake. but Krabby Patty is very, very good, and especially on the grassier maps, I've just been abusing like Daryl, Buster, BB, etc. There's a lot of tanks, pretty much every tank. Krabby Patty is just absolutely insane. And then if you do have a team, you can abuse the power-up strategy. So by that is that you can have like one tank and then 2 healers. It depends. You can go like Bow as well with the totem, with Kit, with Poco, etc. There's a lot of cheese to add, and you can probably just literally play Showdown and you'll see these cheesy strategies unfold. So you either got to go cheese or you either got to go counters to the cheese. Again, there's a lot of different strategies and team compositions you can go. For example, today I was going like one Chum Brawler, so either like a Colt and a Lola. I was going like a Krabby Patty, and then I was going like Berry. There's just so much potential, but you don't even have to sweat it that much. You can just play for casual. As long as you keep top 3, you're going to be grinding those trophies. So moving into the next way to farm easy rank 30s, it has to be in Duels. So just quickly, I just noticed that there's like 10 different ways to gain trophies in Brawl Stars right now. So if you think there's 10 different game modes, you can, well, the matchmaking is actually split. So essentially what that means is if you're in a team in any of those game modes, you're more likely to face off against randoms because there's just so many different game modes that you can play. It's just hard to always get a sweaty match, if you get what I mean. That's always how it works in Brawl Stars. Anyways, let's jump into Duels then. So with Duels, I think there's a couple of brawlers in particular that are just so good. I don't play the most myself, but whenever I do, I just get free wins with these brawlers. So first, of course, it's going to be Edgar. Edgar is so good in a 1v1 scenario, and randoms just don't know how to counter him, and especially if you've got the hyper charge, which you can just sit in a corner and wait for that to automatically charge, and then you have the shield gadget as well. There isn't really many brawlers that can actually beat him in a 1v1 truly. And then you've got RT. RT, the main reason being to counter Edgar, to counter Kit, and you can get an automatic super as well with the gadget, so that's essential, especially if, I don't know, for example, if you have RT and then your next brawler is Edgar, then that's a good synergy. That's just one example. Next we have Meg. So Meg is just really good in Duels. Meg melts everything, got 8k HP. She can shoot around, she can wall peek pretty easily with her main attack. She's just really good. And then you've also got Chester and Kit. So there's a lot of brawlers you can just farm free rank 30s in, and I don't think there's really that many good players in Duels, so I think it's pretty easy. So jumping into the next way to farm an easy rank 30, it has to be just abusing the best brawler in the game. So typically I give you guys the best brawlers for all the game modes, etc. And I give you guys the top 10 list. I give you guys a tier list. Of course, pushing those brawlers in the S tier are going to be your easiest way to get a rank 30. But definitely this update, it has to be Mo. Mo, for me, is just absolutely broken. If you guys are wondering how to use him or you don't know how to use him, maybe I might make a guide, because some people are still under the impression that he's not that good. Although every time I play him in ranked, I get a free win. He's just so easy. He's actually that easy right now, where I've got him at rank 35 trophies. I've played like 4 games with randoms and I've won every single one because of how broken he is. He deals insane damage. His super is just so strong in a 1v1, and there's not many brawlers that can really counter him. His pushback is insane. He's so versatile. I think he's usable in every single game mode, probably outside of bounty and longer range maps, but still, I think you can play him easily. So just abuse Mo, because likely he is going to get nerfed pretty soon, so it's a free rank 30. So jumping into the next way to farm easy trophies, it has to be in 5 versus 5. So if you guys are unaware, basically all players at the top of the leaderboard, pretty much all of them, they actually play in 5 versus 5. The reason being is because you're way more likely to face off against randoms, and of course it's way better playing in a team than randoms. You just have more communication, you're just going to have a better team composition. I know it's very, very hard to find 4 friends to play with. I can't even find 4 friends to play with most of the time, but if you can, it's just easy trophies. As I said, everybody abuses it at the top of the ladder, because there's so many strategies as well you can just abuse for free. For example, in the knockout map that's out right now, you can just abuse Angelo, you can abuse like Miko in 5v5, you can abuse Mandy in like wipeout / bounty, you can abuse Fang in Brawl, etc. There's just a lot of synergies you can abuse in 5 versus 5. Again, the top trophy pushers are abusing this, so I've got to give you guys the heads up. But into the final way to farm easy rank 30s, it has to be in the new limited event Jellyfishing. So you've only got 2 weeks to farm, but trust me, with these limited events, I think that most of the sweats just don't really touch them, because a lot of time it's just for fun. It's not very competitive, and it's not very interesting for the sweatier players. Most of the sweats, they'll play like Gem Grab, Brawl, knockout 5 versus 5, etc., they wouldn't even think about pushing jellyfish in game mode. Again, this is definitely a recurring theme. You think of like Paint Brawl, for example. Whenever I was playing it, I'll just face some randoms. For example, like Present Plunder, it's just the same with these limited time events, and jellyfishing is the exact same. The only problem you might have is that it is power-ups, so sometimes randoms can feel insane if they've got the chum modifier, for example, but it's all map dependent. So in terms of what's really good, again, you definitely need to have a Krabby Patty Brawler, whether that's like BB, Daryl, etc., to pick up those jellyfish, and you just get an insane damage reduction with them. A lot of times, again, you want a chum Brawler that has the ability just to lock onto everything. So again, Lola, 8-bit, Colt are going to be your best easy bets to get a free rank 30 with the modifier. And then typically, I actually really like Crow in this modifier. I will say he is map dependent, but Crow is just so good. You can finish off kills so easily with a spatula, so just take your pick. Again, I think you can get some free rank 30s if you're just playing like Crow, Colt, BB, etc. I'm just winning every single game of random, so surely you guys can as well. But that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Let me know whether there's any more easy rank 30s that you guys have farmed in the comment section. Maybe I've missed a few of these, but that's going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.